Good evening, dear friends. I have news for you that will at first upset you, but then will make you very happy. So, friends, I rush to upset and delight you with the fact that it turns out 99% of you, those who are now sitting, eating, watching attentively, bon appetit, and have already subscribed, of course, liked and commented as well. So, 99% of you are breathing with only half of your chest cell, half of your diaphragm. Only one lung is functioning. Regrettably, you're not using the second one. How do you like such news, friends? But there is also good news. Today, we will fix this situation. And these three characters will help us with this. You might have thought these are live ekpokmaks, but no. These are depicted quite convincingly, schematically of course, but with photographic accuracy, three anatomical human bodies. Each of them has a diaphragm. The diaphragm, for those who don't know, is a respiratory muscle, right here, flat, working with each inhalation-exhalation. Thanks to it, we can say we breathe. But there is also auxiliary respiratory musculature. But if the auxiliary stops working, we will still breathe. But if the diaphragm stops working from both sides at once, we won't breathe, and that's it. We'll go to Valhalla, hunting for bison. Anyway, here, also quite adequately depicted, is our diaphragm in the lower part of the ekpokmak. And here, as you can see, already noticed, become wary. There are three such formations here as well. As you've probably already figured out, these are the reasons why the diaphragm stops working. Three muscles, the three brothers, the three ekpashmak brothers, Ildar, Ilkum, and Ildus. One of them has a small chest muscle that doesn't allow him to manage his ribs well, to inhale the clean mountain air of Tatarstan. Here, the abdominal muscle. The abdominal muscle is shortened, and it interferes with him riding a horse. And here is the third one, the third one's brother, who has problems with the lumbar subcostal muscle. Problems with it also interfere with the work of the diaphragm. So, friends, three reasons, three brothers, three misfortunes. How to help them? There is help. Help is on the way. Don't be sad. So the diaphragm, it's not just a muscle, it's a breathing muscle. This is something you can't forget. With every inhale and exhale, it makes our lungs expand. If you read children's encyclopedias, it's written there that if lungs are spread out, their width would cover a football field. And therefore, if half of your diaphragm doesn't work, you can't cover a football field anymore. At most, for mini football, a hockey box. We need a football field to breathe as much air as possible, to use it to the maximum, to exhale the air through the nose. So, friends, I see it in your eyes. Your diaphragms have already tightened. You want to stretch your lungs to their full capacity to fully inhale our clean air, winter air this time. But those who watch in the summer, wait for the winter to get some winter air. Three muscles are to blame. Each of them can hinder you individually, or they all might together. Organized. Sometimes these three can cause problems together. That's why all these three movements that we are doing with you now, let's call them life movements, which provide us with life. If, for example, you were supposed to live 100 years on one lung, you can live 200 years if you use both lungs. Well, friends, now we will do so that our lungs finally breathe at full power, like a steam engine. The first thing we'll deal with is the small chest muscle. Why is it shortened? It is usually shortened more on one side than the other. If you eat with your right hand, regardless of how you write, but mainly eat with your right hand, you make this movement more energetically, and you get a shortening of the small chest muscle. But usually it is shortened in 95% of people. Regardless of which hand they write with, it is shortened on the right side. For those who eat and write with their left hand, It happens from both sides, but for some reason, the right one always remains short. As for the lateral muscle, external and internal, the right one also suffers the most. And as for the lumbar, as you guessed, it's again the right one that's shortened. Of course, left one can be short sometimes too. Why so? If anyone understands, go comment. Why even those who write with their left hand, eat with their left hand, greet people with their left hand, why do they still have everything shortened on the right side? Come on, write your thoughts and facts in the comments. I'll read. We'll find out. Friends, a small chest muscle. What to do with it? We take a ball, we put it here, we stand or lie down near the wall, but if I lie down, you won't see what I'm going to do. Imagine I'm lying down. I've put it here. And your task now is to roll this ball down the calf with such a movement, right here on the muscle, to relax it here. Why are you doing this? So that your ribs, these ones, could breathe, could move during inhalation and exhalation. Another intriguing query. Now tell me, which half of the diaphragm works? The right or the left? Let's see. I'll give the answer to this question at the end of the year. In general, take this ball, put it here, find a sturdy wall so as not to accidentally destroy it with your powerful action. So this is how you work in motion. If you find the sore spot, you can stop. It doesn't have to hurt a lot. Do it gently. If you do it up and down like this, it's also good. The main thing is that your legs don't get tired. And this is how you work out the entire muscle, especially here. This part can be worked between the deltoid and pectoral muscles, like this, where you massage it and remove the spasm. If you find a sore spot, just press it like this for a minute or two, but so that there is no strong pain. Light, pleasant pain. Afterward, you'll observe a change in your breathing, as if a little bit of fresh air started to come in here, and stale air started to come out from here. So this is the first thing. The second thing is the oblique muscles. Right here, there are external and internal ones. And when they shorten, part of our spine changes its position and stops moving. What should we do? We need to relax them. How will we do this with you? But we will not only relax them, right now we are working over the diaphragm. So first, again, don't put the ball away, don't remove it, don't rush. Work on this place as well. Right here between the ribs and the hip. Right in this place where your oblique muscles are located. What do you need to do here? So you need to place it between the wall. Use the same wall again, because you're going to ruin the wallpaper with this movement anyway. If you're hanging out at your friend's place, you can do it as well, and at home too. Then the wife will scold you for the wallpaper. The husband, he won't notice. The wife will scold you. She'll say, "You're ruining it again with your balls. We've just put the new wallpaper." And she'll kick you out of the house and you'll be on your own, but at least you'll have healthy lungs. Living on the street won't be good even with a nice diaphragm. So do it while no one sees you. All ready, so you've worked it out, massaged it here in this place. But that's not all. Now you can take a roller or any pillow or a duvet. Roll it up like this and put it down. We did the massage with the ball on the right side, but now we lie on the left side. On the left side, we put it under the lower edge of the ribs, on the lower ribs. Lie down like this. Put your hand here. Stretch out your leg. Straighten it, and now stretch it out a little. And now we pull forward with our hand and down with our leg at the same time. And in this position, stretch out and then relax. Stretch out and relax again. You can put this hand right here. I'm just holding the clothes so they don't rise up. These exercises are for the abdomen's oblique muscles. 3 sets, 10 repetitions. Next, the lumbar muscle. Why does the lumbar muscle affect the diaphragm? Because if you look at an anatomical picture now, you will see that the lumbar subcostal muscle, there it is, by the way, it goes right here, right next to the diaphragm. That's where it goes. And when it's strained, when it's shortened, it changes the position of the lumbar part of the spine and turns the whole pelvis. For example, I will have a shortened right lumbar muscle. So my pelvis will turn this way, just like that. It will also reflect on the diaphragm. But from which side will it not breathe? Tell me about this. The right side? All right, look at the answer. The right one will be shortened and your left diaphragm won't breathe. That's how it is. And no matter how hard you try to breathe in here, until you relax the right one, the left one won't be able to breathe. What should we do, friends? How can we now relax the lumbar muscle? This is where it gets interesting. You just can't relax it here. In order for our right side to relax, we need to put pressure on the left muscle. And now, let's begin. First, we'll put pressure on the left side, and then we'll relax the right side. The easiest exercise when we can strain the lumbar muscle, it's lying on the back, as you like. Lay down and simply lift your leg, then lower it. This is the easiest, most basic exercise. If you want more strain, slightly move your leg to the side. Here it will be more strained. If you want even more, if it's not enough for you, put one leg on the other. Try to lift it in this position. Here it will be a bit more difficult. The lumbar muscle will be more strained. That's it. In general, it's enough to remove the strain from the right muscle with the right load. Now you can slightly stretch the right one. How to do this? Again, the wall. Here, you approach it first. Find 2 points right there. The first option is you simply put one leg forward, the other back. And with these 2 points, you try to reach the wall. If you feel that it is stretching here, it means you are doing everything correctly. If it doesn't stretch, then you can put your foot further back, like this. If it's stretched here, then everything is good. However, the lower back shouldn't be under strain. If the lower back is strained, it means you are bending excessively right here. So, friends, we have more or less put these 3 muscles in order. And now we will act on the diaphragm itself and make it so that it finally breathes on the left side. And now remember your feelings. You breathed only from one side. Now life after this exercise will change for you because you would be able to inhale twice as much volume of air. Are you ready? Write in the comments. Write something before doing the exercise, and then compare it after the effect. You will feel it right away. So, friends, let's do it so that our diaphragm starts to work. What we will do for this can be done from both sides if you're not sure which side works for you and which doesn't. You will need a small step or, for example, any thick book. Put something on what you can stand up. Stand up like this. You can hold on to something with your hand. One foot is on a small step, the other is not. And your task is to pull your foot down as if you want to pull down and then lift it up. And now, when you inhale, pull down, try to reach the floor with your foot. And then when you exhale, pull your foot up. You can do such movements 10 times from one side and the other. Then the same with the opposite. By the way, it's even better to hold on like this, in such a position that the support is from the side of the foot that is on the weight. You inhale, pull the foot down, try to reach the floor, and on the exhale, pull it up. Inhale, down, exhale, up. Do it 10 times, and your diaphragm will change. It will be able to make you happy with the way it works, will cheer you up. Together, you will breathe with a full chest. Well, friends, try this exercise and write in the comments how you breathe now. And, well, that's all. Keep exercising. Leave your comments. See you soon.